Look at the camera there. Say your first and last name and where you're from.
Jason Singer from Fort Worth, Texas.
All right. And doing, I had to think what your ticket said, 6 laps today in the Lamborghini Huracan with Buddy. And just to go over that passing procedure again, if at any time we're passing somebody or they're passing us, just during the pass, we just have to reach over and place our hand on the wheel.
Okay.
And that's just to keep 2 cars from accidentally coming together on the track.
Okay.
Once the pass is done, we'll take our hand off, but if our hand's on the wheel, just don't let go. Okay? We can go as fast as you want on every straightaway, but very important when you accelerate, ease into the throttle, squeeze the pedal.
Okay.
Okay, once we get up to the double orange cones, we'll brake, and I'll say it kind of like this. I'll say brake, brake, and when I get you to that speed, I know the car can make it through the turn, I'm simply going to say release the brake. Just let it roll through the turn with just enough brake or throttle to keep it from slowing down, but not actually accelerating, just to maintain.
Okay.
And then at the apex, we're going to squeeze the throttle as you come out of the turn.
Okay.
Never accelerate while you're turning. It's basically get all the brake in a straight line, balance through the turn, throttle as you come out.
Okay.
Okay? And we are good to go. We're going to go straight ahead and to the left. Just make a U-turn here around the poles. And right where that says 200 mile an hour on the wall there, we're just going to kind of turn and face straight at the track for a moment, just so I can look this way, make sure no one's coming. And pull up just a little more. And you are okay to go. We'll pull straight up onto the track, just stay into the left. But, yeah, right up here over the blue line. There you go. Now watch, shift up 1, close to this apex cone, and then drive a straight line straight to that green cone, straight ahead. Go, shift up 1 more. Now we'll start our turn. Keep turning. We'll be close to the apex, and at the apex, just squeeze the throttle, and you can go as fast as you want to go, all the way down to the orange cones there on the left. Shift up. 1 more. At the orange cones, we'll start our brake. 1 downshift. Now release the brake and just let it roll through the turn, all the way down to the bottom. Now throttle, come up, and remember, no more shifting, just as fast as you want to go, all the way to the orange cones. And brake, a little more. And release the brake, just let it roll through the turn, nice and smooth, and then up the right side there to the orange cones. And every straightaway you can accelerate all the way to those orange cones, green to green. Wait till you peak the hill, then throttle all the way to the orange cone on the left. There you go. We just want to stay off the blue line, so there you go. A little extra brake on this one. This one's real tight. There you go. All the way to the orange cone on the right. As fast as you want to go. Just to the left of the blue line. So there you go. Turn. Accelerate straight. Little brake. And then let it roll through the turn. Don't accelerate yet. Wait till you're on the straightaway and squeeze the throttle. Beautiful. That's nice. Shift up. And brake a little more this time. Downshift 1 and release the brake. Let it go all the way down to the red and white stripes there. A little tighter. There you go, perfect. Accelerate, come up, all the way down to the orange cones. And brake, a little more, and release the brake. Tight to the apex. Stay to the right, fast to the orange cones. Remember, just want to stay off these blue lines there. There you go. And accelerate all the way to the orange cone on the left. Stay off the blue line. There you go. Our head driving instructor will get all over us if we're on those lines.
Those lines are.
That's okay. All the way to the orange cones. And it's just right here. Yeah, that's perfect. Start your turn and accelerate straight. Just keep getting closer to that car. There you go. And green to green. A little tighter to the apex. And accelerate past him on the left. There you go. And shift up. Now the faster you go, the harder you brake. So brake a little more, downshift 1, and release the brake. That's perfect. Just keep turning tighter, tighter, and come up. That's nice. All the way to the orange cones. Brake, a little more, and release the brake. Let it roll through the turn, come back to the right, all the way to the orange cones. That's where that next green cone is. Turn to the apex. Wait till you peak the hill, all the way to the orange cones. Brake a little more, release the brake, Perfect. Real tight to this apex cone. There you go, and unwind a little bit as you come out of the turn. There you go, all the way to the orange cones. Turn and accelerate. There you go. Little tap of the brake and let it roll through the turn. Tighter to the apex. Perfect, and accelerate. So far, so good.
Yeah.
Doing good.
Trying to get used to it.
Shift up. Yeah, it feels a little different than our passenger cars. Brake a little harder, brake more, and release the brake. There you go, a little tighter, tighter turn, tighter. There you go, and there's your exit, all the way down to the orange cones. Little brake, and release the brake. See, that big bank turn will give you a false sense of security for the flat turns. And green to green. There you go, wait till you peak the hill, accelerate, all the way to the orange cones on the left. And brake, release the brake. Now that one we turned in a little bit early. And accelerate, good exit though, all the way to the orange cones. There you go. Now close to that apex, accelerate straight. Little tap of the brake. Now let it roll through the turn, tight to the apex. And squeeze the throttle. There you go, all the way to the orange cones. Shift up. And brake. A little more. Downshift, release the brake. There you go, a little tighter. And come up. Beautiful. All the way to the orange cones. Brake a little harder for this turn. Release the brake. Roll through. Accelerate to the orange cones. There you go. Now when we come over this hill, let it kind of unwind just to the middle of the track, right about here. And then as you accelerate, all the way up to the orange cones. There you go. How do you like this car?
I like it.
It's fun, huh?
Yeah.
All the way to the orange cone on the right. As fast as you want to go. There you go. Start your turn. Accelerate straight. Little tap of the brake. A little wider there, a little tighter here. You see how wide that makes you go? There you go, all the way down to the orange cones. Shift up. A little harder on the brake this time. One downshift. And release the brake. You got an awesome line going through the turn here. Keep turning. There you go, all the way down to the orange cones. Little brake. And release the brake. Just keep getting closer to that Ferrari there. Accelerate all the way to the orange cones. There you go. Tight to that apex. There you go. Keep getting closer. Just got to wait for his hazard lights to come on. Pass him on the right. Now we'll just kind of cruise at this speed here. I just got to hold this while we're passing. And now all the way to the orange cone on the right. Close to that apex. Accelerate. Tap of the brake, and then tight to the apex, and apex, accelerate. There you go. Nice. Shift up. It's just the faster you go, just the harder you brake. Brake more, one down, and release the brake. Just let it roll. Keep turning tighter. There you go, all the way down to the orange cones. More, and turn. All the way to the orange cones. Just keep getting closer to that one. Passing everybody. All the way down to the orange cones. There you go. We're going to go one more time. Just got to wait for his lights to come on. There you go. Don't accelerate. Just got to hold this. Now squeeze the throttle. There you go. All the way to the orange cone on the right. Come close to that apex. Accelerate, little brake, and green to green, a little tighter, wait, and throttle, and pass him on the right. Shift up, you go all clear, now a little extra brake, a little more, downshift one, and release the brake, tighter, beautiful, that's nice, all the way to the orange cones. Brake, a little more, release the brake. Awesome, all the way to the orange cones. all the way to the orange cones. And brake. And this time we're going to go right between those two cones right here. Yep. That was awesome.
Thank you.
That was awesome. That was nice. And I think every car that's out there we went around. And we'll just go straight ahead. And we're going to go around, not this carport, but the next one. It's the one that has all the Porsches parked on it.
Okay.
I'm going to go down that aisle there.
Yeah, I do sport bike track days, but it's a little bit different than car.
Yes, and see, I didn't know that ahead of time, but a lot of times the bike guys like to accelerate before the apex.
Right.
Go all the way down. We're going to
So last
park on the left side of this green one here, so right here, right next to it. No, that was awesome. Yeah, the motorcycle guys, they like to accelerate while they're going through
Yeah,
a
it's a
turn.
little bit different what you do.
And it's always accelerate as you're coming out with a car because all the weight's in the back in this.
Mhm.
So if you accelerate at all while you're turning, all they do is understeer and just go straight. They don't want to turn.
Right.
They just keep pushing out. And you did that. I was very happy with that.
Thank
Very
you.
nice.
Great instruction.
Would you like to say anything on the video before I turn it off?
Oh, no, you're fine.
Okay.